What's up, guys? New School Cool here, doing Chapter 4 today, which is Episode 5. We're doing Ancient Horrors, where we get to see what some of the fallout of this war is, other than just human elements. I don't want to give too much away, although I think I did earlier accidentally let leak something. But we're going to move on to the Za'ha Woods. With her beliefs recovered, Eirika sets out with renewed determination. Za'ha. Passing through the ancient forest, Za'ha brings them closer to Grado's border. As they near the town of Seraphiu, Eirika's fears are assuaged by the lack of troops. But never before seen terrors crawl in the shadows of the trees. Dun dun dun. Ancient Horrors. We're approaching Seraphiu at the border of Renas and Grado. Once we cross, we'll be in Grado. Renval won't be much further. That is, assuming we can cross the border without mishap. Oh, look, over there. Those strange figures. What are they? Are they human? I've never seen anything like it. What could they be? What have we done to deserve the trials before us? What is happening to us? How could such abominations walk our lands while the sacred stones protect us? Luke, please, it's dangerous outside the walls. Stay here in the village. Those are revenants, aren't they? They were the vanguard of the Demon King in the days of the darkness. The Tomb of Nazania describes them in Chapter 2, Section 7, Paragraph 8. You know of them? Duh, I'm a prodigy. I can recall almost everything I see or hear. According to the book, revenants attack using razor-sharp claws. Sounds painful, wouldn't you say? Yes, well, be that as it may, I must go aid those travelers outside. You should stay here within the safety of the village. Very well, I don't mind staying here. In fact, it seems the smarter choice. Magic is far more powerful than any monster's claws. The thickest hide and strongest armor are useless against magic's power. Yes, I suppose I could have studied swords, but only magic is worthy of me. Even if this village were to be assaulted by monsters, I could defend it perfectly. This dude just runs through the enemy. Travelers, you must listen to me. The ancient forest of Za'ha is dangerous. Head south and pass through this place before the fiends surround you. Who are you? My name is Arter. Arter. Not Arthur, Arter. The temple has assigned me the task of cleansing the forest of these things. There are so many of the fiends, though, I wonder if I stand much chance alone. So if you would, please flee now while you have the chance. Fiends? You're not talking about the same fiends that served the ancient Demon King. That can't be right. They're nothing but legends and fairy tales. Yes, I felt the same when I heard, and yet here they are. The place is filled with them. I wonder how far they've spread. Surely they're not in Renas alone. But why are they here? How? Beware, your highness, something approaches. Please allow me to deal with this. Evil shade, may the blessed light drive you from this land. And he gets the crit hit. Nailed it. The magic animations, I think, are really, really cool. We ought to help. We can't fight them all alone. Or he can't fight them all alone. Do you have orders? Pick some units. Alright. I'm going to pick the people that I want. Gilliam, you're of little to no use here. Vanessa, you're useful. Garcia, I don't really like you. We're going to handle the items. Supply, give, lance, hand axe. So this is one of the things that is interesting. You have to really pick and choose which people you want to use. Because you can't level everyone up. You're not allowed to use all your units that you're that you have available. Let's see, any more support? Yeah, with calm. Yes, this allows you to see your support. I don't think it allows you to do the conversations. You have to do the conversations on the map. And this now allows me to swap formations, much to Beyonce fans' pleasure. I can now get in formation. That looks good to me. And now I can even save. So that, in case I were to die and have to restart the chapter, I don't have to redo everything. Alright. Time to fight. One of my companions is in that village to the south. If any of you can get there swiftly, I implore you to watch over her safely. I implore you to shut the hell up. So attack from the woods and hit for some damage. Ooh. You feisty little monster, you. So yeah, now the undead are walking around just casually. And they're very slow moving, but they do a lot of damage if they hit. Which is why I actually like to run thieves into them, because of my high dodge rate, my high speed. I can avoid a bulk of the attacks. Let's throw some hatchets. Alright, that wasn't the most successful attack in the world, but... and Franz can't get there. This is awkward. These maps are really good for lance users, right off the bat. Yeah, I want to see what the Iron Lance does, and then I may move into the brush and try... Yeah, I'm gonna move actually here and do the Javelin from range. Soften him up a little bit. Hopefully Ross doesn't die here. I think I overextended him a little bit. Okay, so the only person I can attack him is this guy. So, we're good for now. Yeah, whatever. We'll attack him. Now, light magic, so there's 3 types of magic. So just like you have the weapons triangle, there's a magic triangle. And so the magic that these guys use is the Evil Eye, which is dark magic. Which, you know, would stand to make a little bit of sense. But with that magic, they are weak to the magic that Arter uses, which is light magic. So, fun little fact. And then Lute, who is the other character we saw at the beginning, who I'll be running down with Vanessa to go save, she uses elemental magic. So the triangle goes, elemental is strong against light, but weak against dark. Light is strong against dark, weak against elemental, and dark is strong against elemental, but weak against light. So yeah, just like your swords, lances, axes. With these longer maps with more enemies... Oh boy. Nice. Got the crit there with Frost. That's a cool crit animation. I don't know if I've seen that one before. I may have to break them into 2 separate sections, depending on how long they are, just because I don't want to make the videos too long. Because like the last one was like a half hour. So if these start going crazy long, because there are much bigger maps later in the game, so I may have to break those into 2 separate videos. But if I do, I'll probably... Yeah, they'll be released the next day, so... Just because uploading them is taking forever. It takes me about like 6 hours to upload with how slow my internet speeds are, so... I pretty much leave my computer running 24/7, which is something I don't want to do. Alright, so now I've got Vanessa down here. Yeah, luckily these guys are all pretty weak, so Vanessa, despite the fact that I haven't really used her, because everyone's been an axe wielder up to this point, will be pretty useful. Then we'll use Colm to finish this fight off. Almost level up on him. How far can I move? Mulder can actually go right there. Nice. Heal Ross. And then have Ross attack this branch, which I'm going to take down with Franz. And now I have access to this island with my non-flying units, so I'm going to be attacking on multiple fronts here. Do you see that old snag to the south of here? Yeah, you don't say. Bet it would make a handy bridge if you could knock it over. Looks like I did that. Take a weapon to it and give it a few good whacks. That should do it. Here, take this and give it a try. It ought to do the trick. Got an iron axe. Cool, so I didn't need to buy that last one. Oh well. Alright, so we're gonna move here. Use a little lightning on him. The one thing that I really dislike is that lightning magic has like high crit, high speed, but low attack. Relatively speaking, compared to the other magics, whereas dark magic is slow but very heavy damage if it connects. And elemental magic, I think, is overall just the most balanced of the magics. It's usually pretty decent attacks, like damage-wise, and you usually get 2 off. So I don't know why everyone just doesn't be elemental, but in the later games, they introduced like stuff like wind magic and all that. In the earlier games, it was more like where your people were specific elemental mages. Your elemental mage can use whatever. There's blizzard magic, fire magic, thunder magic. So personally, I think that was better. But yeah, so you see there, Ardor took a ton of damage. He took 8 damage there. Typically, they have super low defense, but a super high resistance. So mages are good for fighting other mages, but not so much for fighting physical units. Oh my, those travelers are besieged by the agents of evil. Ha ha ha, right you are, Lady La Rochelle. I cannot allow this to happen. Come. We must charge down these cliffs and rush to their aid. We charge down these cliffs, and the only thing we'll be rushing to is death. How about we find us a nice, gentle path down, yes. Well, let us hurry nonetheless. I simply cannot abide those wicked beasts running amok. Oh boy, speaking of wicked beasts running amok. So we're gonna turn around and set up a little block here and put Franz and Colm in the front. With Nimi and Ross behind, and then I'll probably throw another body in the way. Colm can go there. Yeah, I'll do this. Have Franz here. Seth here. Nimi here, so that she can shoot here or here, wherever the units move. And then have Ross take up this spot, because he's far enough over that it's not a huge deal. I'm gonna have him use a Vulnerary, just because I can't move Father Mulder over there. This is gonna be rough. Okay. Not the ideal situation to be in, that's for sure. Okay, hopefully I should be able, to dodge, and then I should have been fine, regardless. I didn't realize he'd do so little damage. But yeah, the Revenants have huge health bars, but they're not too effective. They're pretty much just really good cannon fodder. Colm should level up here, if I remember. Yep, I remember. Level 3. Really good level up there. Still no defense or resistance, really, but that's to be expected from a thief. You really want speed, skill, and damage. So you should be high damage and very high dodge. So it doesn't matter if they could one-shot kill him if they can't hit him. If they have a 0% chance of hitting him, then they're not going to kill him. And then I should clean up these 4 in the next turn very easily. Because Franz can take them all by himself. Like, he can take 1 at a time. Because he gets the continuation, because they're slow. I might need Franz to move over, though, and help Eirika. She seems fine. I think she can handle it. Yeah. That's what was gonna hurt. If both of them had hit, I would have been down to 3. I did the math. And then I'm actually going to do something a little fun here, and I'm going to have Vanessa go and talk to the village, have Luke come out, and Luke just blast that dude in the face. Nope. Dot, 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 dot. Hmm? Your flesh shows no sign of putrefaction. It seems you're not a revenant. I've decided to join you in battle now. My name is Luke. I'm a mage of superior wisdom and rare ability, and arrogance. I've been reading up on these revenants. They are, quite simply, no match for me. I am superior, after all. Yeah, Luke is an interesting character. Like, we find out later that she's pretty much just like a scared little girl pretending to be super smart because that's like her defense. But yeah, that's Elemental Mage right there, doing some serious damage. She's a very good unit who can do a lot of damage. Let's see. Hatchet to the face. I might just leave Ross up here to deal with them, to be honest. More fun that way. Alright. So now Franz can stave off the flow here. So more can't join. I should be able to take down the other two, and then Eirika's not exposed for any return damage. I'll use Ardor to take out the skeleton of the lance. And then Eirika to take out the Revenant. That way I don't run any risks whatsoever. Boom. And then I'll have Mulder run over for the heal. It doesn't quite reach. Whatever. Franz could use a good heal. Could use a good topping off. Take down there on that Revenant with Nemi, get some XP. And then, yeah, I'll just leave it as is and hope that he attacks Ross in the next turn. And there it is. Easy kill. That's the really nice thing, is Franz can tank a ton of damage. It's really weird, actually. Like, his defense is just abnormally high for a Cavalier. Let's see if I can pull up Seth. Why didn't it attack? That was weird. What's Seth's defense? Seth's defense is 11. To give you an idea of what that looks like, so... Let's see, does the hatchet attack twice? Yeah. So, we'll use the bow, and then we'll finish off with Ross. I don't know if this will get Nemi a level up. No, it only gives her 10. Okay. Polish him off. Level up. Level 6. I think once he hits level 10, I get to choose what type of unit I want to turn him into, which is really cool. You stay here. You need healing. You take out this guy. Yeah, she's super weak to damage right now, but as she gets stronger, I think eventually it gets to the point where she basically can't get touched. Or, like, she just kills everything before it becomes a problem. We'll have Mulder heal Franz, because I'm going to send Franz in. Move Ardor up as well, just to block that off, and end my turn. Ouch. Okay. Should kill this. Oh, the entombed guy. The big revenant. He's like basically like what Seth is to Franz. The boss on this level is to the revenants. I'll just have Franz take him out. Why not? I'll have Franz kill everybody. Good. That's the one biggest downside of Cavaliers, is their resistance doesn't ever go up. Even when their Paladin's pretty weak. You'd think, interestingly enough, the Paladin in other lores, like, that's what fights the evil monsters, so you'd think that they'd have at least decent stats. But nope. Yeah, so even though he's in a bush, the lightning still has, or the light magic still has 100% hit rate. So despite having the terrain advantage, it just doesn't matter. And they're pretty easy to hit because they are so slow. Like, speed determines how easy or difficult it is to hit someone. Yeah, entombed. Yeah, so he could do a lot of damage if he were to hit me, but he can't hit me. Too fast. Then I'll polish him off next turn. And that's an easy chapter. Oh, look at that. Will I get 2 level ups out of this guy is the question. Because that would be really good if I do. We'll balance out my lance and my sword. I didn't get to use my lance very much, so I use them now so that the skills remain balanced. And we get 2 level ups out of that guy. Nice. So now Franz is level 6. So more strength. A little bit of resistance there, so that'll be helpful. We've killed all the monsters. Still, we'd best burn the bones to ash to be sure they don't return. I still can't believe what we've been fighting here. I thought those fiends nothing more than myth and legend. Those revenants are said to be the least of the dark creatures, and yet the weakest of them could outmatch any normal man. I cannot take this enemy lightly. Oh yes, they are much worse than those revenants in the Entombed. Let's see, there's the Bone Walkers, Moth Dogs, Gargoyles, Bales. Why, I'll bet you just about any creature of lore could be walking again. Yes, we're in for some trouble. Even my fabulous power may not be enough. Oh, divine light, show me. Is this a sign of dark days to come? By all that's holy, what is happening? Princess Eirika, perhaps it would be wise to return to Frelia and regroup. Pressing forward seems foolish in light of recent events. We cannot face both Grado's forces and more of those terrible things. Seth, I follow your point, and nothing would please me more than running for safety. But what of my brother? He and his men are trapped in the same situation we are. I know full well that I may be leading us into even greater danger, but please try to understand. I do, my princess, and I vow to see you through this safely. Hey, look, they finally showed up. Aha! Foul creatures beware. I, La Rochelle, bestow upon you the honor of banishment at my blessed hands. ... Oh, where are the monsters? Well, we just finished. Ah, glad tidings indeed, the heavens must be rejoicing. I am a tad disappointed, however. After all, I did rush all the way here to show you the splendor of my might. Wahaha, it's a real shame, isn't it, Lady La Rochelle? What's shameful is the way you drag us around the countryside. Pardon me, but who are you? Me. Since you ask, please allow me to introduce myself. It is I, the true light and glory of the sacred realm of Roston. Stop. Lady La Rochelle, you mustn't continue. You cannot reveal your true identity here. Oh, yes, you're right. Oh, I get so careless sometimes. Now I must ride off in anonymity. Oh, how beautifully romantic. Right. Fare thee well, strangers. Perhaps our paths will cross again. Come, Dazla, Rennick, we ride. Wahaha, let's go, Rennick. Alright, alright. What was that about? Alright guys, so this has been Ancient Horrors. We've now seen that the powers of Sacred Stones are no longer keeping out the evil creatures, which means that at any point it looks like the Demon King could come back. So now that we've seen the beginning of that, we start to see that there's a little more going on. We've got Grado now launching full-scale invasions into the rest of the continent, and as soon as they started attacking, these evil creatures have showed up. They haven't been around for 800 years. So there's something going on, but we're not quite sure what yet. So stay tuned. we'll figure out what is the evil of this world and what that crazy lady, La Rochelle, is about. She's obviously from Roston, which is the divine capital. It's mostly magic wielders there. I think that's actually where Archer and Lute are from. They've just been sent here. But all that aside, next chapter we're going to be moving forward to, I believe, Seraphi, which is the border town of Grado and Redis, and we'll be getting one step closer to Ephraim. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.